Tucker Carlson questioned Sam Altman, the creator of ChatGPT, about his spiritual beliefs. Check this out.
What are your spiritual views?
I'm Jewish, and I would say I have like a fairly traditional view of the world that way.
So you're religious. You believe in God?
I'm not like a literal. I'm not like a literalist on the Bible, but I'm not someone who says like I'm culturally Jewish. Like if you ask me, I would just say I'm Jewish.
But do you believe in God? Like, do you believe that there is a force larger than people, created the earth, that set down a specific order for living, that there's an absolute morality attached that comes from that God?
I think probably like most other people, I'm somewhat confused on this, but I believe there is something bigger going on than, can be explained by physics, yes.
It seems like Sam's answers are fair, but given the amount of influence he has with AI, I believe he should at least have some understanding of who God is, but that's just my opinion. AI impacts millions, so you may naturally hope that someone with that power is guided by a moral compass, but let's continue.
Explained by physics, yes.
So you think the earth and the people were created by something? It wasn't just like a spontaneous accident?
Would I say that? It does not feel like a spontaneous accident, yeah. I don't think I have the answer. I don't think I know like exactly what happened, but I think there is a mystery beyond my comprehension here going on.
Have you ever felt communication from that force, or from any force beyond people, beyond the material?
No, not really.
I ask because it seems like the technology that you're creating or shepherding into existence will have more power than people. On this current trajectory, I mean, that will happen. Who knows what will actually happen, but like the graph suggests it. And so that would give you, more power than any living person. So I'm just wondering how you see that.
This is a good question by Tucker because with the influence that AI has now, we can only imagine how powerful it will be in the future. This is only the beginning of what's to come with AI. Let's listen to Sam's response.
I used to worry about something like that much more. I think what will happen, I used to worry a lot about the concentration of power in one or a handful of people or companies because of AI.
Yeah.
What it looks like to me now, and again, this may evolve again over time, is that it'll be a huge up-leveling of people where everybody will be a lot more powerful, or everybody that embraces the technology will be a lot more powerful. But that's actually okay. That scares me much less than a small number of people getting a ton more power. If the kind of like ability of each of us just goes up a lot because we're using this technology and we're able to be more productive and more creative or discover new science, and it's a pretty broadly distributed thing, like billions of people are using it, that I can wrap my head around. That feels okay.
Sam responded by saying everybody will be a lot more powerful with this technology, and that sounds a bit scary. I'm not sure that any human should be able to have that much power because people can shape it how they want, and we don't fully understand the consequences yet. Tucker asks what is wrong or right according to ChatGPT. Check out Sam's response.
So if it's nothing more than a machine and just the product of its inputs, then the two obvious questions, like what are the inputs? Like what's the moral framework that's been put into the technology? Like what is right or wrong according to ChatGPT?
Give me an answer to that one first.
I would.
Question.
Yeah.
So on that one, someone said something early on in ChatGPT when that really has stuck with me, which is one person at a lunch table said something like, we're trying to train this to be like a human, like we're trying to learn like a human does and read these books and whatever. And then another person said, no, we're really like training this to be like the collective of all of humanity. We're reading everything, we're trying to learn everything. We're trying to see all these perspectives. And if we do our job right, all of humanity, good, bad, a very diverse set of perspectives, some things that we'll feel really good about, some things that we'll feel bad about, that's all in there. Like this is learning the kind of collective experience, knowledge, learnings of humanity. Now, the base model gets trained that way, but then we do have to align it to behave one way or another and say, I will answer this question, I won't answer this question. And we have this thing called the model spec where we try to say, here are the rules we'd like the model to follow. It may screw up, but you can at least tell if it's doing something you don't like, is that a bug or is that intended? And we have a debate process with the world to get input on that spec.
Is it just me or does Sam answer like he's a ChatGPT by himself? It's interesting how he responded. there's so much he's saying, but it's not really straight to the point answers. I don't know, it's like he can't give a straight answer on the moral framework, and that's scary. Tucker Carlson re-uploaded this interview to refresh our memory, and more people need to see this. Share this video so others can be informed about how AI can impact humanity in the future to come.